only thing I can tell you, SPWD speak coming to you live. See what I got here. I'm sitting back relaxing. I don't know what's going on with my speaker or my microphone, but I'm trying to get it together. You know, early in the morning time. Damn, my phone don't want to work. That won't work early in the morning. But I'm gonna get it to work. You know what I mean? Trying to see what's happening here. It's nothing but a test, people. That's all it is. Either way you look at it. Somebody trying to get in touch with me. Damn. It is what it is, huh? I'm still up in the 75 range, and I'm trying to figure out why is that. Point blank. It is what it is, huh? Nothing fancy. Just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying myself. 95 degrees in the shade. And y'all know it, I'm not gonna sweat for nobody early in the morning time. Just a test. Trying to get it all together. Gotta do something with this drivers and these cameras. These cameras. It is what it is. Now, I know somebody tell me my music is too loud, and I already know that. You know, I usually keep it down to like like 10, somewhere around in there. You know what I mean? So I you know, I can make it do what it does. Okay. Y'all know how I do this. I do it all over live, show you what I'm doing. So anybody want to be a content maker, whatever, you know, hey, it is what it is. Let me see what we got here. Performance, 30 frames per second. Drop, 400, only 1.1%. That ain't too bad. Let me see, dropping code 22 out of 7,000. That ain't too bad. Everything is on the green, so hey. So what I gotta do? Sit back in the back. Just trying to get my microphone to do what it's supposed to do, and that's what I gotta be really hassling with. And y'all want to see me hassle with it, you know, it's up to you, you know what I mean? And just like I said, ain't nothing fancy. I got some new things coming up, and let me see. Everything, let me see, I Exodus, and I still got one more thing I need to exit out of. I don't need that playing in the background. Okay? You see, I got my visual. got my sound. Hey, you can't ask for anything more than that. That's all you can do. Hope everybody is having an amazing week, and I know this is 5:35. That's 35 minutes after 5 in the West Coast time. As you know, I haven't went to sleep, so hey, it is what it is. Trying to see what date it is. Computers don't want to act. Yeah, it is Friday, all day long. Putting up a monitor here, monitor there, and it's just camera. Always shining my face. But you know, that's that chocolate skin. It's gonna have a little grease on it. I don't put grease on my face. Matter of fact, I keep trying to wipe it off. And that's what keeps me young. That food I eat keeps that. You know. As you know, I'm coming up with a new channel, and I got 7 channels now anyway. So some that y'all don't even know anything about, but I'm gonna be focusing on. I'm gonna do one short, a little short film on intimacy of black people among themselves and why I believe in the direction that we're going, why we'll never be successful. No, we'll be able to trace the picture. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about that it don't look successful. Yeah, we'll be able to make money and we'll be able to do things that will look successful on the outside. But one thing we haven't understood is when one group or another look at you consistently as a whole group, and you look at yourself as a separate, I don't know what that word y'all be using, monolithic. Black people are not, you know, stop the bullshit. I'm gonna break it down to you, and I'm gonna make you understand why you'll never be successful tracing this picture that you're trying to trace. And I'm gonna use examples all over the world, as Hamp say, the earth. And there'll be no denying that you won't have millionaires, billionaires, and whatever, but as a whole, you won't be successful. Because these are the things, the same thing that got us here in America is the same thing as we didn't understand when we were on the top of the world. And we had, 17 dynasties before we was ever overcome. And that's just one part of the continent. And as the people in them time didn't understand what was happening, we don't understand it because we grade ourselves only on the success as individual achievements. And a nation can never grade themselves on an individual achievement, because that's part of the plan. If I can show you success, a model success in your group, and control how many I can have at that success rate, and you believe that you have achieved or you have the freedom and all that, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna break it down. It's gonna be so, you know me, I'm simple anyway. So hell, I'm not gonna sit up and talk to you like a scholar, you know. I'm gonna talk to you like a God and show you this model that we are working on, why we do so much infighting, why we'll never be successful. And the examples is not just in America, it's all over this earth. The only thing you would do is keep this system going, because that's the way it's designed. Because if most people think, well, if the system was so bad, then how would you have this billionaire and that billionaire and this? Come on, man. Do you understand? You have almost 4 billion black people on this earth. And wherever you go at, we just as unsuccessful as one place to another place. Because we keep using this model that won't work for us. And you keep believing. But I'm gonna prove it to you. That's gonna be the last little short film I do on this channel. And after I break that down and show you on a 6th grade level. Let me get closer to the mic. I don't know why it's doing. Let me see, can I have that cleared up by the time I speak? You come off and you come back on and then get clear. But this stuff is so easy that you see it in your face and you don't even understand it. So what I'm gonna do is break it down like tracing a picture and then showing that picture you just got to tracing to someone and they believe that you did something, but only thing you did was copy something. And that's what we keep doing. It's copying something all over this earth, and we're gonna never ever achieve what the Creator intended us to be. The Creator didn't intend us to ever be under the leadership of another group of people. And y'all can lie to yourself as long as you want to and say you're not under the pressure of another group of people. You're lying to yourself. And until we understand that, all this infighting we doing with each other in relationship, I'm gonna prove to you we ain't never really had a relationship. Our model of our relationship was based on what we was taught by the people who captured us. And some of you smart asses go say, "How is that?" And then I'm gonna say, "Well, why you think you speak English?" If we haven't been influenced by this system, why do you speak English? And not only why do you speak English, but why your English sound different from a person who was in Africa English. Same color. Then you're gonna have some people try to tell me, well, we were here. Some of us was already here. You're right. I ain't gonna never fight you on that one. What I will fight you on, the ones that was here was treated the same goddamn way. So what is the big deal if you was here or not? What do you not understand that you treat us as a group? That is this design of every species on this earth. And that's from plants to animals to bugs, insects, fish. Its coexistence is to survive. And not only to survive, but if you become the minority of this planet and you are controlled over 80% of this planet, what is it y'all not seeing? What the hell is wrong with us? Everything we know here is not culture. See, to have culture, you have to have the freedom a lot of our culture that we say we have is due to the fact that we was not allowed to assimilate into another group, so we came up with this other stuff. And that's everything from music form, art form, and everything else. And I ask you again, why you're not seeing this? Why you don't see why we have so much hate for each other? And the only time we ever come together is when someone hate us more than we hate us. That's the only time we come together. When they show that they hate us more than we hate each other. But as long as they don't show it, we cool with it. Whatever they do, we just cool with it. And that's a shame. A people existing has to be modeled after who they are, not who they are oppressed by. There's a reason document reports while we are able to achieve in certain areas and not others. Martin Luther King went to jail 30 times. I guess you can call him Pookie or Ray Ray. And never thought about, he didn't flash gang signs or anything, but he was shot in the head for speaking just a little inkling of what I'm speaking now. He just wanted equality, and y'all think y'all have it. And you know why you know you're lying in yourself? Because every time you step outside of that print, and your marching orders that you know is a print, they'll shoot you in the head too. And so, hey, I don't fault people for wanting to be number one. I fault people for oppressing other people to be number one. And I'm gonna prove to you the most powerful system on this planet is the system of white supremacy. It's more powerful than religion. Any religion you want to talk about. Let's talk about one of the strongest religions on this planet other than Christianity, and that's Islam. Who they been killing for the last 20-something years? And you think that's equality in that? You're in the business of getting along. You're not in the business of being what you was created to be. And you figure as long as you get along and don't antagonize that system, you gonna be all right. But even though you say that, and have to say that to yourself, you already know you're not free. I've been saying this for so long, and maybe it's going on deaf ears. Y'all keep on talking about relationship. The relationship between you and your woman is not our problem. It's not understanding the relationship we have with other groups of people is our major problem. And I'm going to say it just like this. for all the darker peoples on this planet, your problem is not the white man. Your problem is the fear of the white man. That's your problem. And until you get away from under that system, you can always have problems in your community, because that's what it's designed to do. I don't know no other country on this earth is still using a constitution that's almost, 270 years old. That shows you how powerful that plan and how was it implemented. But okay, I'm just a dumbass, old ass man from the South that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But you see it every day. Some of you don't even look at the news anymore because you know there's gonna be some bullshit on there. It's gonna look like you. Our major problem is not black women wearing weaves, straight hair. That's conditional. Our problem is why they wear it. And some of you would say, well, white women wear weaves and they wear this and that in their hair. And I would say you are absolutely right. White women been wearing weaves and wigs so long that we forget that they do wear them. And they wear them way more than us. But the problem with that is they go out there and get hair to look like their hair. We process ours and then go by their hair, and we don't see the difference. White women are not going out there buying afros or tight curl hair and putting on their head. So it's not the same thing, my sister. And you brothers out there who's putting texturizer in your hair, you just as bad. I don't care about your color in your hair. I really don't. But when you change the texture of it to look like another group, and you don't see a problem with that. Back in the 60s, brothers was pretty much burning their brains out with all kinds of conch and stuff in their hair. Kind of glad we came out of that shit, though. But why you think the brothers was doing that, sisters? Why do you think the brothers was straightening their hair in the 60s and 50s? A style? See, this is why I got to make the short film, to show you where we've been wrong. Why Martin Luther King was somewhat right. Why Malcolm X was somewhat right. Why Marcus Garvey was somewhat right. Why Elijah Muhammad was right. Why Minister Louis Farrakhan prime example of what a good black man is. And y'all don't even see it in your face. Some of you make fun of him too. I got to make this short. Short film. And from there, I'm going to move straight into health. And the reason why I'm doing that, because when you at war and your body is sick, you ain't ready to fight. And I don't mean actually there will be casualties in this war that I'm talking about. But I'm not talking about picking up arms and going out there shooting people that you don't even know. What I'm talking about is changing your mind. That's how everything is done. It's just a simple thing. It's changing your mind and changing your approach. With this dilemma that we are in and don't even know that we are in. And let's be honest. The only difference between you in prison is in prison they let you see bars. The only thing they let you see outside of prison is the system that for some reason or another you don't want to reject. It wasn't made for you. A zebra and a horse are not the same. They look the same. Colors different, but they, pretty much look the same. But they're not even close. So when you start talking about we all are human, you got a lot of different kinds of animals, and they're all animals. We all bleed red blood. Hell, you got bugs out there bleed red blood after they get through sucking off of you. See, the problem is, people, simple. There's a lot of people been leeching on us for thousands of years, and we're in the condition that we're in now because we refuse to scrape them off our body. I'm not even talking about hate. I have no hate in my body for any race. I don't. I ain't gonna waste my time. I'm just saying, where's the competition when another group is making all the rules for you? There's no competition. There's no competition for Vegas when you walk in them casinos. Why? They make the rules. You can't beat they math. They designed to make it look good. They designed to make you feel like you go win. And every once in a while you hear one of the machines go off live and they'll win, but they'll pay thousands and while they collect millions. So who's winning? That's the system that you are in. It looks good, but it's for to benefit that group. So when are we gonna really get into competition? You play a sport. You play a sport, and you're so awesome in that sport that there's no even competition outside your race as a whole. But you don't have the freedom to speak like a man, to talk about the subjects you want to talk about. And your greatness can't be replaced on the court as far as greatness. But they'll take you off the court just to prove to you that you have no power. We've seen it done in the last 3 years. Come on, stop it. So what are we fighting about? What team are you on? What uniform you wearing? You got a system that you're scared of. You're afraid of. And Lord knows I'm not saying you shouldn't be, because you see so many examples why you should be afraid. But you being afraid of something shouldn't make you cautious. Should make you cautious, but it shouldn't make you stop striving to be what God made you to be. Because I'm trying to figure out, who are you really scared of? Are you more scared of them over God, who you say you love? So I want to know the real story, because I ain't gonna have one statistic in my hand. I don't roll like that, because I don't need it. Anything I can say, you can go right out of your door and see. Why is it the smallest group on this planet is controlling over 80% of this planet? Either everybody else has to be dumb or scared. I prefer to say you scared, because I don't see a hell of a lot intelligent and smart black people.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music.
So we've been fighting over hundreds of years over shit we should have been fighting over. But it's okay. Sooner or later,
This is an original instrumental.
there'll be somebody young,
Soulful music.
strong,
Enjoy.
like some of the brothers in Africa who are waking up and saying, you know what? Why are there certain groups on this earth who need things but not willing to pay for it?
This is an original instrumental.
The greatest resource on this planet is in the second largest continent on this planet.
Enjoy.
And it's been used, abused, raped from the land until the people on the land. And you don't see it.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music.
You know,
Enjoy.
one of the things that I heard somebody in the nation say, and maybe there was a Christian said it before, him or her.
This is an original instrumental.
The saying goes like this: the greatest trick that the devil ever did is to make you believe he don't exist. That's our problem. So black man, you keep on beating up on black women
Soulful music.
and see how far that gets you.
Enjoy.
How you gonna expect them to change? You ain't the one who trained them. So how do you have the power to change them and you didn't train them? You let somebody else train them. And if you had been in your square, there's no way in hell that another man could have came in your house and trained your children.
This is another Infosol production.
Without your absence of your mind.
Infosol Pride.
So y'all keep playing with OG J Speed, who's still learning. Took me almost a lifetime to learn this shit. And I'm not one of them angry brothers who been out there selling drugs, angry at the system didn't let him in. I went in every door I wanted to go in.
Infosol Pride.
Achieving the things I needed to achieve as far as tracing that print. This is when I said tracing that print. Everything that I achieved,
Infosol Pride.
they presented it to me to pursue. Sooner or later, you go get what I'm talking about. And some of you won't never make it because you just have the will to fit where you go be at in life. Because let's just be honest. Most people on this planet, black, white, or yellow, 80% of them are followers. And so, if 80% of the people are followers, and the people who are in charge is only 16% of the planet, it's not any of us are leading. Because if we was, we'll be in a better system. The only thing we complain about is among each other, man, why can't you just follow the system? And you'll be all right. You still be a slave. You just be a more perfect slave. A non-troublesome slave. In the last 6 going on 7 months, you don't seen over 36,000 people killed, and most of them are women and children. And not one content maker that I know in this space have did a serious show. That's what I'm talking about. You're worried about a woman's body count, and you seeing death all around you, and ain't said a damn thing about it. So I'm gonna ask you, who gonna talk about you when you up to bat? And they killing your women and children like that, black man. Who gonna speak up for you? It won't be your woman, because by that time you'll be done beat her down so bad she won't know if she coming or going. I don't want to be right. I really don't. But I've been living long enough to know I am right. Because I used to be you. That's the problem. You say time have changed. People change. They change in so simple as every day. They've been changing you ever since you got off the first ship, bro. There ain't nothing new. Tell me something that I don't know. Won't you tell me that? Tell me something I really don't know. Here's a man who has $75 million in the bank. One who has over $2 billion in the bank. But he can't talk about the wrong of the people who's in charge of you. And you don't see it. And not only do, when you say something about them, they have this whole list of shit you have to do before they see you as a respectable person again, because they're able to grade if you're a respectable person. But I'm gonna ask you, when are they gonna apologize for killing over 36,000 people in the last 6 to 7 months, and most babies and children? Let's see you have the same power to make them apologize, and see that the list that you could give them, and you know what they'll tell you? Take that piece of paper and wipe your ass with it. You won't have no power over me. So won't stop playing with OG. Stop playing with me like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So y'all keep on this bullshit ass fight y'all do about relationship. Everything you know from your name to your relationship was influenced to you by your ancestors' captivity. It was taught to them, they pass it on to their children pass it on to their children. So everything you know was influenced by your captures. That's why you can have $75 million in the bank and you can't say the word Jew. They can say African Americans do some things, and we go out there and march for 2 or 3 days, and like, damn, my feet tired. I gotta go get me some butter biscuits, some Popeye chicken sandwich, and shut my damn face. They ain't playing the same game with you. They gonna take your home, your money, and every damn thing. Only thing you gonna do is stop a little traffic for a couple of days. Who you fooling? See, I'm too old to be in both of y'all conversations. The reason why I am too old to be in your conversation is due to the fact of one reason and one reason only. I'm old enough now to don't give a damn, but to tell the truth. You in survival mode, and you can't tell the truth. That's the difference of my age and your age. I walk in the midst of the same thing you walk in. I'm governed by the same laws you are governed. So what does my age have to do any damn thing about it? I'm too old to know what I'm talking about. And you really don't care about it unless it becomes to somebody close in your family was kicked in the ass for doing something they didn't do, or said something they didn't supposed to say. Martin Luther King wasn't no criminal. He didn't wear his pants down. Hell, most of the time I ever seen him, he was in a suit. They still blowed his damn head off. So stop playing. With all your smart ass education, you've been trained like a chicken in a fox institution. If a chicken go to a fox institution and get trained, the only thing he's getting trained to do is one thing. Take care of this. And you know what that is? When you see us coming, you just open the door. You know we coming to kill the chicken, right? Yeah. Well, we gonna spare you as long as you keep opening the door. Until there's no more chickens, then we gonna have to hang your ass up. We gonna have to wring your neck and take your feathers out, because we need to eat. Again, there's people out there who want something, and who historically, they ain't willing to pay for it. And I'm gonna prove to you why Hitler the way he was. I'm gonna show you a meeting that Germany had with all European countries came to and divided Africa up like a pizza. And why Hitler was so mad. Oh, I'm saying Hitler's a hero? Hell no. That was two white boys not getting along. And you see how they killed each other. Now you go ask J Speed, are you saying that there's no good white people on this earth? That ain't what I'm saying. There's a lot of them out there who are good. Until you start thinking you better than them. See, the other race can think they better than everybody. But when you start thinking you better than them or any other race, they gonna shut your ass down. Did you forget about the 2 billion? Forget about the millions? You forget about the letter they put out? How in the hell can black people be anti-Semitic? We are Semitic people. Y'all forget about that, didn't you? Why you think I'm on this platform and nothing I say is hate? It's actual facts. You never question yourself why you can say nigga on YouTube, but you can't say Jew? Ask yourself that damn question. Why can't you say nigga on YouTube, but you can't say Jew? I ain't mean for none of this to happen. I came over here for a test. Shit just hit me. But don't forget what I say. I might be long gone, but there's gonna be a generation of black men, and they ain't gonna be from the West. They gonna show you Negroes how to be what God designed us to be. So then, if you keep talking about a woman's body count, and this system that you say it ain't a system, because she can go down in the courtroom And your trifling ass can't. The only time you see any unfairness when it comes to your woman using that system of supremacy, but you don't see it in its totality. 16% of the people on this planet is running 80% of all the nations on this planet. That's some math for your ass. So to then, you keep on up the good work. You keep up on the work. Let me cut this down. You keep up on the good work of not being yourself and not wanting to be free. Some of my greatest teachers was Greek. I done had white people do great things in my life for me and my family. So if you trying to make me a hater of white people and Jewish people, that's one thing you ain't gonna be able to do. I don't had too many positive experiences. I'm talking about a totality of something right now that you might not even be able to get. Because believe it or not, there's some white people out there who's tired of this bullshit too. Because if we go share this planet, we need everybody to be at the best. I ain't saying shy away from the competition. What I'm saying is, we ain't even got in the game yet. And the only way this planet is going to be what it's designed to be for all humans here. Black man, you got to stop bullshitting and take your rightful place. Black woman, you gotta stop bullshit and take your rightful place. You don't have to hate nobody else to take your rightful place. If that was the case, God wouldn't have put all of us on this planet together. You just can't let another group of people control you. Think about what I'm finna say, and then I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm gonna get out of here. The UN is supposed to be a representation of all different types of countries. Africa is the second largest continent on this planet. Why Africa don't have no veto power? Look up the UN and see who has veto power. That means anything that, even if it's right and it's balanced for everybody else in the world, there's one country who can veto that power. That's a democratic system. That you're going to have 3 to 4 countries that has the power to veto anything. And don't give a damn who else is voting. They vote don't count. But you say you live in a democratic system? Peace, love. SPWD Speed. Love you to death. Talked to one of my old friends in Slovakia this morning. Had a good conversation. Beautiful young lady. I remember when I used to have these conversations back in the day. She didn't understand this. She's so young, but hey, peace, love, and always strive for the truth. Your brother from a different mother and father, who will live the rest of his life trying to learn and understand and give some insight into this madness that we're in. When I speak of you, I'm speaking of me. If you're not free, I'm not free. May everybody have an amazing day. SPWD speak. Giving it to you just like this. Okay? Go to you. I'm going to leave you with something.
Sky is crying. Can't you see the tears roll down the street? The sky is crying. Can't you see the tears roll down the street? Well, I've been looking for my baby, and I wonder, what can she be? I saw my baby early one morning. She was walking on down the street. I saw my baby early one morning. She was walking on down the street. You know it hurt me so bad, y'all. It made my poor heart skip a beat. My baby don't love me no more. I've got a real bad feeling. My baby don't love me no more. Yeah, the sky is crying, yeah. Can't you see the tears?